Good morning, guys. This is Zilo from the Zilo Tech channel. Like I posted in the channel today, we are going to be linking two web pages together, or two websites. So the first thing we do is we right-click anywhere on our desktop, then we go to New Folder. Then now here, this folder, we name it Websites, just like we did in the previous video. So we name it Websites. This is going to be our working folder, like our workspace. We're going to save all our files in this folder. So what do? I open my Visual Studio Code. I close the welcome screen. Now, like I said, that folder, this one, is our workspace or our work-in folder. This is the folder which is going to hold in all our files. So I'm going to open Visual Studio Code. I go to File. I go to Open Folder, not Open File, Open Folder. My Visual Studio Code is still starting up, but should be able to open folder. Now we are going to select the folder. So my folder, I already know, is saved on my desktop. I find it on my desktop. I click Websites, then I click Select Folder. It's going to open a new window for Visual Studio Code. Perfect. Now we are here. My laptop's a bit slow, but it's supposed to load everything up. There, everything is coming. Just give it a second. Activating extensions. I close the welcome screen. Thank you. Then now here where it says new file, I click new file. Now for this one, I am going to name it home. So this is going to be our home page. This is going to be our home page for the website. Remember, home.html, because it's an HTML file. It's a hypertext markup language file. Then I click enter. Perfect. While that's creating, I said we're linking two websites. So I'm going to create the second one. Second one is going to be about.html. They are all HTML files. Then I'm going to click enter also. Now the files are creating. If you have a quicker laptop, that should be done, but unfortunately mine is not as quick. But I'm just going to give it a few minutes or a few seconds. There, perfect. So it is possible to code with a slower laptop. I am doing this to show you guys that it is possible. Do not listen to the comments telling you that, hey, your laptop's too slow, it won't work. Well, I'm doing it right now. So anyways, we're going to click home. And you see this, don't mind that. Remember, I showed you guys a shortcut to create the basic structure of a website. So we're going to hold down the shift key and we're going to press 1. Hold down shift and press 1 to get the exclamation mark. An exclamation mark. Then you're going to hit enter. Then it should generate the basic structure of the template for any website on the internet. We're going to do the same for the about page. We're killing two birds with one stone. So I'm going to hold down shift and press 1 for the exclamation mark. Yeah guys, this laptop's a bit too slow. Then I'm going to click enter. Perfect, that is done. Whenever it shows these white things, that means that only means that the website is not saved. So to save, shortcut Control S, then it should disappear. You see, I hold down Control and I press S. For the home, if you do not know how to Control S, which you should know, but if you do not know, you go to File and you click Save. You see, it even tells you there, Control plus S. Then you click Save. Perfect, that's done. So we need to put some distinctions, like differentiations. We need to know that this is the about and this is the home page. So for my title, I am going to change it to home page. So we know it's the home page. Then I go back here. I am going to name this one about maybe about us. You know, when you see a website, there's an about us section, And this control plus I, don't forget about that. That's not important. So here, remember, every time we work in the body, we always work in the body of the website. Of any website, we work in the body. Same here, we're going to work in the body. So I want to teach you guys something new. There's something called a marquee tag. Marquee or marquee, depends how you pronounce it. It adds like a small animation, a very old one, but it works. All of this direction and behavior is not needed. We just need that. We just need the marquee tag. So I'll show you what the marquee tag does in a bit. So you're gonna so after I type out the marquee tag, I am going to hit enter. So I work in between it. So here I'm gonna use my H1 tag. H1, you just type H1 and you hit enter. Then Visual Studio Code does the rest for you. So I'm gonna use my H1 tag and I am going to type home page. So we know that this is the home page. Now we're gonna do the same for the about page. So like I always say, work smart and not hard. So I am just going to copy and paste. So I'm going to drag that. I Control C to copy. Then I am going to open my about page and I paste. That's all I'm doing. Control C to copy and Control V to paste. If you do not know how to paste, you right click and you click paste. Where's paste? There, paste, Control V. It even tells you Control V. Then I Control S to save. Now, with the same, now we go back to the home page. So now, I want to show you guys what the marquee tag does. So I'm going to remove that just to avoid confusion. Instead of home page, I am going to name it About Us. Now, let me show you guys something new also. With the last video, we did changing the background picture. You can also change the background color. So to do that, you're going to type, let me just increase the size of my text so you can see properly. So I'm going to go to settings. Yeah, so I just increased the size of my HTML, my font size actually for the VS Code. So hopefully you do see better. So now we just need to test what we have typed already, just to know that everything is working properly. Guys, again, if your run is not working, just minimize, open your folder, which is, in this case, it's websites, and maybe just open home. Do not use the run if it's not working. Avoid using it if it's not working for you. Save yourself time and stress. Would you look at that? Home page is moving from right to left. Isn't that cool? Then we're going to do the same for the about page. Let us see what it has. See, the About Us is on the left hand side. We can center that. How do we center it? We go there. Maybe I'm going to type center. I'm going to cut and paste this in between. Perfect. Control S to save. I go back and I refresh. Make sure you save first before you refresh. So if I refresh, now I see About Us is in the middle of my page. Perfect. So I'm going to go back to home. It's giving me errors, but this is not important. It's not a major error. So I said we're going to change the background color. To change the background color, you type BG color equals to any color of your choice. In this case, I'm going to make it yellow. By the way, that is my favorite color. So I'm going to go back to my website. It was the home page, and I'm going to click the refresh button. Make sure you first save here. You first save, then you go back to your home page, or your website, sorry, and you refresh. Would you look at that? The background of my website has changed to yellow. Same if you make it maybe red. I Control S to save, very important, and I refresh. It should change to red. So let me just put it back to yellow, because I think that's a more softer color and more appealing to the eye. So home page is moving from right to left, and what is this one? About us is just there, no color, no nothing. So here, what is the opposite color of red? Yellow. Let's just say BG color. I don't know, man. Purple. I think purple is a fair color to use. And I refresh. Remember, I save there. Purple is actually good. I refresh and I save. And now my about page is purple. Now we need to link these two together. How do we do that? So I'm going to go back to my home page. I am going to use what we call an A tag. An A tag is for links. A tags are for links. Do you see what I did there? I just typed A and I hit enter and it generates that for me. Super easy. So you type A, href, then there. You just type the A tag and you hit enter and it does that automatically for you. So we are linking the home page, this one, to the about page. You get that now? We're linking the home page to the about page, and we're linking the about page to the home page. So what we do there is we put about.html, because that's the name of the about page. About.html, exactly as it appears there. Then I'm going to click Control S to save. Then I'm going to go back to my about page, and I am going to do the same. So I'm going to open my A tag. Then in here, I'm going to type home.html. Then I'm going to hit enter. Perfect. There's one issue. We need to put in the name of the page we're linking. So in this case, it's going to be about us. So in between the A tag, we're going to type about us. Control S to save. In between the about us, but for the home page, we're going to type home. I Control S to save. I open my browser. I go to home page and I refresh. Do you see what pops up there? A hyperlink. If I do the same here, a link pops up there. You might not see it properly because of the purple, but it pops up there. Same with this one. So fingers crossed, if I click about us, it should open the about us page. And look at that, it does do that. So if I click home, it should open the home page. If I click about us, it should open the about page. With that said, we have come to the conclusion, or to the end of the video. I think we have covered a lot. I don't want to go into more detail before it confuses you guys. Thank you very much. Catch you in the next one. Bye.